right, guys, and joining us right now is Frisco Rough Rider infielder and sometimes catcher, Cody Freeman. Cody, what's going on, buddy?
How are you guys doing? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, glad to have you back. The last time you were on, you were in the Arizona Fall League, and right at the end of our segment, I got a text message that the Rangers had hired Bruce Bochy. So maybe you're a lucky charm or something. I don't know, but
I don't think anything get better than Bruce, so I don't think you'll be getting any text similar to that.
yeah. Hope not. So what's going on in Frisco? Looks like you guys are rolling right now, 19-11. Seems like you're playing some good ball.
Yeah, no, things are going smooth. We've gotten Corpus Christi's number really good this year. Played them a couple of times. I think we're like 10-2 against them. This is a good squad. We're starting to get super close, and day by day, and as time goes on, it's just getting close to that like family environment, that team environment, and led by Carlos Cardoza, who loves that kind of stuff, and it's just a manager you love playing for. So the guys all get behind him, and we love playing for a guy like that.
Yeah. What's your experience with Carlos? Because it seems like did you play for him in Down East?
I played for him in rookie ball my first year, Down East, Hickory my first year, and then
Okay.
last year I had Chad Comer, and then this year I had Carlos again. So it's kind of like a reuniting with my pro manager.
How easy does it make it for you though when you know the manager and know what he likes and doesn't like?
It makes it easy. Just seeing him grow each and every year as a manager, and him seeing me grow each and every year as a player. It's like we're all in this together, and he's just as competitive as us. So it's like we love playing for a coach like that wants to win just as bad as us.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because when he talks with us and whether it's in front of the microphone or just BS, and he's he thinks about his answers and is very thoughtful, and you don't necessarily see the fiery side, but it's there, huh?
Yeah, it's there. Don't worry. Yeah, it's there.
Hey, so you're playing third base, which is not unfamiliar to you, but you haven't caught yet. What's going on with you and catcher?
I'm still doing my catching work. Catching bullpens, and it's just when there's a need, I'll be back there. But right now, I don't think there's a need. I'm just I'm a utility guy, so whenever and wherever they need me, I'll play. But right now, it's been third base this season, and like right before spring training ended, I was told to get an outfield glove. So outfield's an option too. And but yeah, no catching. I've still been working at it. It's not like it's one of those things that you're giving up, like I'm giving up on, or they're giving up
Yeah.
on. It's just when there's a need, I'll be back there.
So okay, so your brother's playing some outfield, right?
Yeah, he is. He's actually been playing nothing but center field, I think, this season, and he's actually coming to Arlington on Monday, my off day, which would be pretty sick to go watch him on the off day when he's playing in Arlington. But sadly, we got to drive to Amarillo. Got an 11 a.m. kids game on Tuesday, so I won't be able to see him.
Now look, I've made the Dallas Fort Worth to Amarillo drive a bunch of times in my life. It can be done in about 4.5 if you're lucky and miss the police. So I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know if you can get an exemption here from the bus ride, but
yeah.
you should give it. Yeah, is he getting to town? Will they fly in Sunday night? Will you get a chance to see him at all?
He'll fly in Sunday night because they're in Chicago, and they have like a 1 o'clock game, and probably won't get here till like 9ish, 10ish. But it's not. I feel like it's too late for like dinner. But we'll play it by ear and see where we go.
He's your brother. You've seen him his whole life, so.
Yeah, exactly.
How does catching how has it helped you? Like, I always think the catchers are the smartest guys on the field. How has it helped you learn about the game?
Honestly, it's helped me learn a lot. Like, I mean, you're spot on with it. Catchers are very, very smart, and it's I'm learning hitter swings. I'm learning when to call pitches and certain counts, and it helps me opposite wise too in the box, like picking a pitcher's brain more than I would when I played infield in like high school and lower levels. And it's like, okay, like I understand, like I have a catcher's mindset. Sometimes I know what this catcher's going to do, play that game. But sometimes it could be a tough game to play.
Yeah.
But like it's helped me learn the game a lot more, and I appreciate being back behind the plate and having guys like Cooper Johnson, Scott Capers, and Liam Hicks. Like that is a great catching crew, and learning from them every single day too, and going to catcher meetings still, and learning and picking their brain. And we have a great catching crew here, and it's awesome. And yeah, it's even on third base. Like I try to pick our catchers' brains and see what they're doing, and it's like one and one we're clicking together, and it's pretty cool.
Nice. Now the Rangers, as you can attest, place a huge emphasis on with catchers on their defense, and sometimes their offense can lag behind.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, you're one of Frisco's biggest producers. I think you lead the team in home runs. Are you finding that with just playing third, you're able to get a little more work in on your offense, or is this just a natural evolution?
Nothing's ever natural, but yeah, it's just I feel like yes, there's some there's maybe like late in the game I'm not getting that bad away because I'm like tired, taking up the gear off, running, caught a hard game. But yeah, there is obviously some side favor to like playing infield. Like you'll get that late at bat and you're not tired and you're not like and you're going to give your 100%. Like not saying I wouldn't give 100% like catching
Right.
last at bat, but like will I have my full stamina? Will I have my full energy? Will I have my full A swing on? I don't know, but at third base it's like every at bat's kind of like the first at bat. I'm ready, energized as much as I am as my last one and my first one. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, and it's not like I want to gloss over what you've done the last couple of years. It's not like you're some you haven't been an automatic out. I mean, you've got 25 home runs the last 2 seasons combined. So just it's kind of to watch catchers evolve offensively. It's one of those underlying things. Just and it's interesting to see. And so not sliding you in the least for what you've done in the past, but you're sticking out. And when a team's winning and you're hitting home runs and doing stuff, it's pretty cool. Hey, we got some video of your 2-homer game.
Yeah.
The Oat Milkers jersey's nice.
I love that. I love that look of not really pimping it, but he kind of, you have to admire for a second. You got to admire.
Well, the second one was a poke. I mean, you got to hit it pretty good to get it out there by the scoreboard. So
yeah, I wanted to wear those Oat Milker jerseys every day the rest of the season. So
that's right. You're 5 for 5 wearing those. Yeah, I mean, had you? I'm guessing at some point maybe you'd had a 5 for 5 game. I don't know, but throw in 2 homers.
Yeah, no chance. I think that was the best game I've ever had in my life.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. So news this week impacting the big league club in Frisco, and baseball is a business, and one day you have a teammate and one day you don't. And Anthony Ho'opi Tuianatona is no longer with your team. What's the reaction with the team when something like that happens?
It's just like I mean, like we all go to the field the next day, and like it's quiet a little bit, and Hoopy walks in, we all give him hugs and wish him luck. But it does suck. He was our upper ender elite pitcher, one of our go-tos, and it sucks losing a guy like that. But at the end of the day, like you said, it's business, and we can't control that. We're not GMs. We don't play GM, so we just go on about our business. We get a new pitcher, and we roll with him.
Well, I mean, it creates an opportunity for somebody, and you know Seth Clark pretty well, and he seems to be having a nice season, and maybe he might be the next guy up for closing out some games. What do we need to know about Seth?
That's the stud. I mean, you're spot on. Like when a guy leaves, another guy needs to step up, and he's a guy that's stepping up. And last night he came in a good situation and he shoved. And he's just a guy he's a filthy lefty that comes from a nasty angle. Good fastball, good changeup, good slider, and he's a stud. He competes as well. Like pitches his ass off every time he gets on that mound, and we love it. We love playing defense behind him.
He's a big guy. I mean, he seems like might have some intimidation factor behind him.
Yeah, no, he is. He's one of those guys where like you walk up to the plate on the other team, you're like, dang, I don't want to face this guy, and it's good to have him on.
Hey, let me ask you this, because it's real early to do that. I mean, we're just getting into May, so we're nowhere near trade deadline stuff or anything like that. But when something like this happens, and when you're a prospect like yourself, where you're kind of running in top 30s or maybe, at least top 50s for Rangers, and obviously you're having a good season, in the back of your mind, is there ever the thought of, I could be part of some deal? I mean, maybe one day I'm going to walk in this clubhouse and hug everybody because an opportunity has come up for the big league team, and all of a sudden you're in a different organization. Do you guys think of stuff like that?
Truthfully, like personally, I really don't. It's like I would love to be a Ranger my whole life, whether it's like, whether it's 10 years, whether it's 20 years, whether it's 30, who knows? But like, it's never like you don't go to the clubhouse and be like, man, I want to get traded, or like, it's like, hey, it could be me. It could be me. Like, you don't know. Like, I've never played that game. Like, there's been thoughts. Every person in minor league or pro history has thought about getting traded. Like, I wonder what it'd be like. But at the end of the day, it's like, we don't go in the clubhouse and be like, oh shoot, like Jacob DeGrom's on the block. It could be us. It could be, that we don't, yeah, we don't play that. We don't play that game, or at least I don't personally. Just I love being in this organization. It's such a great organization. They've done so great to me.
Yeah, it just seems like John and I say it all the time, and we probably said it the first time you were on. Like, there are no like pricks, no jerky players. It just seems like everybody's awesome to deal with from a journalist perspective. Everybody's great.
Yeah, no, it starts with our 3 commands: like be a good teammate, dominate the fundamentals, and compete with compassion. And CY's been big on those ever since he's got here, and it seems like it's been well said to everybody in this organization.
Is it different this year in the organization, knowing that the Texas Rangers are the reigning World Series champions? It felt different to me at spring training, and that was the first time I think it really hit me. It's different.
I mean, yeah, you beat me too. I was going to say it started in spring training, and I think it's great to win one, but it's at the end of the day, it's like, the Rangers are the team to beat from here on out. So it's like we need to work even harder and take things more serious. And it was game on the second everyone walked into spring training. So
yeah, and then you mentioned nothing when we were talking. Nothing's better than Bruce. So what is your? I mean, he's a former catcher, so you guys can probably speak the same language. What have your interactions been like with him?
I've talked to him a few times. Great firm handshake the first time I met him. Big guy. But he's just one of those guys where it's like, he walks around a room or he walks around some a meeting or something. And it's like, wow, like the respect that this man has in the baseball world is insane. Like what he's accomplished, what he's done, who he is, how he coaches. It's amazing. And the one-on-one conversation I had with him was me going back from big league camp to minor league camp, sat in his office for a little bit, and just gave me some good words of advice. And yeah, he's just a great guy, and he's someone you want to play for. And I'm looking forward to that when or if the opportunity comes. So,
okay, all right. Well, we as you recall, I asked the baseball. John asked the fun stuff. Not that we haven't had fun, but yeah. John's turn to ask.
Well, we've already had him on, so my first part's always about growing up, high school, playing the other sports, favorite kind of foods, doing that. Now we're going to get a little more into. You've been a pro for a couple of years. You've been from the organization AA down into rookie league or whatever. We're going to start talking about some teammates, and you're going to tell me some who's the best dressed guy you've been around since you've been in here. Who's the best dressed?
Cooper Johnson, without a doubt. He comes in with a great fit every single day, and whether he's playing or whether he's not, he's easily by far the best dressed player and teammate we have.
Okay, who's the funniest? I mean, who is the guy cracking the jokes? And he is just who's doing that?
I'm not a me guy. I'm not a selfish guy. I'm very selfless, but I'm gonna have to go me.
All right.
I could see that.
I think that's the first time I've answered me for a question in a very long time.
That's all right.
It kind of feels weird, but I'd be lying if I said anyone else. But Emiliano Teodo's up there for sure. For sure. He's a candidate for that question.
He's fun. He's funny too, huh?
He knows English. Like if you guys had a podcast with him or an interview with him, he's shy and he pretends like he needs a translator. He knows English. So next time you guys talk to him or whatever, talk to him in English, and he'll try to play the shy game, but just go at it.
I tell you what, when we had media day out there, you're right, because he used Carlos as the translator, but Abby Ortiz battled through with his English, and I respect those guys so much for learning our language and trying to do that.
Coming to a new country and them learning and them taking English classes with the Rangers, them just learning English day by day. It's pretty awesome because, you know, it feels the other way around. Like I'd feel sometimes like at first I'd feel uncomfortable getting into a Latin country and perfectly learning their language. I know Spanish pretty well, but like to the extent of having a full conversation quick, it takes months to a year. So respect guys. And
Yep.
Okay, who's the prankster? Anybody that pulling pranks? Is that you?
Yeah, I actually did one yesterday, which is funny.
Good. That's what I want to hear. What'd you do?
I am a prankster. I like to lie a lot, like jokingly, not like real lie, but like yesterday we had some rain in the forecast, and we're all chilling in the clubhouse, and I was like, dude, it's pouring outside. And everyone's like, shut up, be quiet, be quiet. No, it's not. And I was like, I'll be back. So I walked away for about like, a minute to see if I'd go outside. Went to the hot tubs and like soaked my shirt, soaked my head, my hair. And I ran in. I was like, bro, I told you guys it's pouring. And they just, started laughing. And they're like, you're a clown, kind of stuff.
Attaboy.
That's the way you do it, though, man.
Yeah,
you don't let it die till you get somebody hooked on it.
Yeah, and I'll pull one every single day. Like pull something every day.
Okay, I got one for you. I love to give good pranks, and I love to give like pranks that these are going to crack you up. So what you need to do is you need to target one of your teammates, but you got to get everybody else in on it. Okay. So what you're going to do, you tell everybody, I'm about to tell a joke. It's the stupidest, not even make sense joke. I think the one I'd always use is there's a woman comes home late at night and she walks in her bathroom. She hears a noise and there's a seal, like a baby seal in her bathtub. And the first thing she thinks is, I didn't go to Walmart. That's the joke. It makes no sense. Yeah. And everybody crack up like it's the funniest thing they've ever heard. And you can watch that one guy who's laughing because he doesn't want to be left out, but he can't he's trying to you can see the hamster running while he's going, okay, I don't think I get this. I don't think
that's funny because I've seen like videos on like, social media of like, a famous like influencer, going to a store and like crack a joke to somebody and it makes zero sense. And he's like, yeah, like they start laughing. He's like, yeah, you get it. And he's like, yeah, it's so funny. And he's like, explain it. And like, they get lost. It's so funny.
Well, when you get all your teammates dying laughing about it, and then you keep going back, no, listen, he didn't go to Walmart. It's not Walmart, and they're still just sitting there. I've seen it. I've played it many times.
Yeah,
okay.
John's a big social media influencer.
Yeah, right.
Heck yeah, there we go.
Okay, so you guys are traveling. So let's say that you're traveling. You get in the back alley somewhere, and it looks like it's going to go down. You meet some thugs or something. Who's the guy you want? What teammate you want sitting next to you in a back alley fight?
I want Scott Capers. Scott Capers is one of them. He's definitely up there. Trying to think of a taller, larger guy on our team. But Scott Capers, with his confidence in the fighting world, I want Scotty K with me. And
okay.
Does he have a fighting background, or is he?
Yeah. No. He just like he has that mentality. Like he'll beat somebody up. Like doesn't matter what they do, what they say. Him and I'll go Robbie Alstrom too. Yeah, we'll go Robbie and Scott for sure. I'll go to war with them.
All right.
Okay, so you guys get on a bus ride. You guys usually ride a bus in AA, and you've done it on the lower leagues too. What are you usually doing on a bus ride? You got about 6 hours to kill, or you guys playing cards? What are you doing?
Yeah, we actually this last road trip from Corpus Christi. We didn't get home till like 4 a.m, but like during the whole night, we were playing a game called Mafia. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that.
I've played it many times. It's fun.
There it is. Yeah, it takes up so much time, and it's pretty fun. I don't think that game will ever get old. Like, I like to play that game as long as I play. It's just
what is Mafia?
One of those games that just takes up time. It's fun.
Like one guy's the hitman, one guy's is that the deal?
Yeah, there's 3 Mafia members. There's 2 cops. There's 1 nurse, and it's just like you put a whole scenario out, and like
you're all in a big circle looking at each other, and you're trying to figure out who's who.
Yeah,
so it's not a card game.
No.
Oh, okay. I was thinking,
no.
We do like playing cards though in the locker room a lot. I like I'm a big cards guy. A lot of us, like me, Chavez, Frainer Chavez, Kellen Strom, we all like playing cards.
All right.
All right. Okay. So are you binge watching anything right now?
Am I what?
Binge watching anything?
Like just watching like shows or like
Yeah. Something you're watching that.
Honestly, no. I'm not really a big show guy, a big movie guy. I'm more into movies than shows. But like, obviously, I don't really think there's been any movies out lately in the theater. I haven't like really looked. But like, if it's like late night, like if I need to turn something on, it'll just be like a random movie. There's nothing really. The one show I watched honestly lately was like, Is It Cake? I don't know if y'all heard of that one, but like, like there's people that like make a cake and like they make something similar to a cake and they're like ask the other person like that, like the people that are playing, like, is it cake or not, and they'll cut into it and it's like actually a cake or it's like actually not, like it's like for example, like a shoe, like you have
It looks like a shoe. I've seen that. One of them looked like a puppy, and it looked like a puppy dog. I mean, it looked like is this a statue?
They're so talented on making cakes that are like other object. It's crazy.
And then like so this little puppy laying there. I mean, it's not real, but could it be just a statue?
Is it cake?
Is it cake? Yeah, and then they cut into it, like cut the eye out, and it comes out. It's like this cake. I mean, I've seen that. Okay, so you know what? We're going to get one more in here. Out of all the stadiums between low A, high A, double A, what is the nicest? And you can't use your home stadium.
I was literally just going to turn the camera the other way right now and just show you the field.
We'll do that anyway. Show us your view from where you live.
Yeah, look at the guys. Look where they live at. Look at that. That's Frisco. That's right down the.
So that's in right field.
This is in right field. So some of us live here, some of us live right there behind the scoreboard, and some live right there, behind third base.
Yep.
Do they have an entry in the right field corner, or do you have to go all the way around to the left field corner?
So right here, right in front of me, is the away side. So we got to walk around the scoreboard, and our side's on the left field side.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So besides Frisco or Hickory or Down East, what is the nicest away stadium you've been to?
Honestly, I'd have to go between two. I'd go Winston-Salem, the Dash. Very, very nice stadium. It's so sick, and clubhouse was all right, but the field itself was great.
Does Wake Forest play its games there, or do they?
No, they have their own field, but I'm pretty sure like they'll do like maybe like a series or one game there for a year or something.
Okay, I got you. All right.
The other one's Wichita. It's actually our first away series this year. Actually,
their opening series. Yeah.
And such a sick stadium. The clubhouse, the cages, overall, that's probably the nicest one I've been to.
Cool.
The Wind Surge,
yeah. I've heard all these guys, when I talk to them, they're like, "Oh, San Antonio is the worst field." So we go there.
It's pretty bad.
We go there in I think 2 weeks. So we play at Amarillo, and then we're home against Midland. Speaking of Midland, my brother-in-law is on that team, so that's pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah. And then we go to San Antonio.
The Ryan Sanders group, Nolan Ryan's group, they've bought 25% of the missions.
Okay.
And so I think they're trying to do some work on the ballpark, but
that's all I've heard. So I've never been there. I got to experience it, but that's what I've heard. Even
everybody says it's awful.
Yeah.
And I think everybody knows it. That's why they used to be a AAA city, but now they are not. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I didn't know that.
There you go.
Anything else?
No, nothing else. Sweet. Who are your roommates?
I have Kellen Strom. That's my roommate. Usually, a lot of us are. I think it's just the apartments are 2 people, and then there's there's one house, and there's a townhome that has multiple people, I believe.
Okay.
And the married people, usually married couples, will be together or something.
Correct. And I think we have three guys on the team with kids, and like usually they sometimes will get put together, and so.
All right, cool.
All right,
awesome. We'll keep up the good work.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And we'll be able to see you here soon. We're just right down the road.
Absolutely. So. We've been meaning to get out there, and you've been out for media day. I didn't get a chance to get out there, and it's just I got a kid in college trying to get him home and all of that. So, all right, guys, that's Cody Freeman. Cody, we know that on off days or even your schedule's busy no matter what. You guys are playing tonight, so it's not an off day. But we appreciate you taking the time to sit down and talk to us, and certainly appreciate you coming on, buddy.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me very much. Y'all have a
All
good
right,
one.
we'll see you soon.